Okay, so this is recording session for software engineering project. We're going to present you the 2020 project in this course. Our subject is Fitness Fantasy. It's a web app that's aimed to link video game and workout sports app. It's a project made by Youngjoon, Charles DELEMAZURE and Tristan SOLUS. So first, about the softwares in use. A lot of gym applications already exist on the market, such as Nike Training Club, the most popular one. It's a family-friendly and multi-purpose app. This is typically the kind of app we are aiming at. There's also 8Fit, in which you can achieve health goals faster thanks to custom workouts and diet plans. And finally, the Johnson & Johnson official 7-minute workout app, which offers 7 minutes workouts, as it's written in the name, that you can easily do every day. Some are great for people who are already athletic, while others are better for beginners. And our workout app aims to be like those ones, but adding a video game aspect that the user could really become addicted to. For the choice of the software development platforms now, as the main goal of our project is to build an app that could be used by everyone, we first thought we would build a classic app because it's much more convenient than a website designed for computers. But we realized it was really time-consuming and expensive to do so. Thus, we came up with the idea of the web app, which allows the user to use either iOS or Android. It's free and accessible to anyone. The development platform we use is the web, so we use all the languages related to it, such as JavaScript, HTML, and CSS from the front end. These languages allowed us to use React library in Visual Studio, which is perfect for building interactive web apps. And regarding the backend, we set up a remote database with AWS and communicated with it thanks to MySQL Workbench 8.0. To write and execute PHP code, we used Sublime Text 3 text editor and XAMPP, which is a local server.
For our front end, we have chosen to use React because it is the trendy language for such application, and it appeared that it was really convenient for our use. Moreover, YouTube provides plenty of free tutorials, and considering we're new to this language, it allowed us to understand quicker than we thought. We have architectured our project in order to make it as user-friendly as possible. This is why we made the choice of creating a navigation bar instead of a single-page menu. We made the choice of not implementing too many pages to keep the app understandable and easy to use. The main trouble we had was the difference between the theory of the tutorials and the actual use of React, which was much more complex than it appeared in the first place, especially when it comes to connecting it to the backend without any skills prior to this project.
So, as said earlier, for the backend, we used a remote database with AWS and communicated with it thanks to MySQL Workbench 8.0. Plus, to write and execute PHP code, we used Sublime Text 3 text editor and XAMPP, which is a local server. We decided to split each PHP code depending on what it was supposed to do, but we didn't manage to connect it to the front end, which is our greatest regret, even if each PHP code works well individually. Writing PHP code and working with a remote database was really stimulating, since we didn't know anything about it before and we learned a lot during this project.
So now I will present all pages of our web app. So when a user will go on our web app, the first page he will see is this one. So he can watch a video presentation of our project if he desires to, but this is not what we are looking for right now. So if we click on the Become Part of the Adventure button, the login and sign up page appear. So if the user already has an account, he will enter his email address and his password and click on the login button to access his user page. Otherwise, he will fill an username, a password and an email to begin the sign up form. He will be then redirected to the sign up form, where we will ask him about his weight and height and how much repetition he can do on certain type of exercise in order to estimate his level. So on the other side, if the user had an account, he will access his user page, and at the top of it there is a navigation bar which allows the user to change pages, to look at the profile page, a progression page or workout page. There is also the sign out button on the right. The home page of the user look like this. First, the user will be able to look at the daily quest, which he can tick if he has done some of them. He can also give feedbacks about the last workout session he has done, which will lead him to the feedback form. In this form, we will ask him how was the workout, and he will have to choose between different level of intensity, like appropriate or too easy or pretty hard. We will also ask him in which exercise he has improved to adjust the number of repetition he will do next time. So now let's have a look at the profile page, where the user will be able to see all his information he has given, like his email address, phone number, and his height and weight. Moreover, if he wants to change his password, he just has to click on Modify next to Password to redirect him to a new page where he will be asked to enter his old password and choose a new one. Let's continue on the progression page. This page will display graph of the user global evolution. For example, the orange curve is showing the user weight evolution through time, and the two others are stamina and strength evolutions, which will be calculated thanks to the feedback forms. Finally, we have the workout section where all workout programs are posted, with a basic description of them, like what are the target muscle for this program, how much time it takes, and the intensity and the level required to do it. For now, we only have 2 programs, but with time we are planning to add some more to our web app. So now we have the core workout and the leg workout. Each program has 7 exercises, and each one of them is explicated with a description and the time the user will have to repeat it. And at the end, the user just have to click on the finish button to stop the workout.
Our main purpose was to provide a functioning web app with connected front-end and back-end. Due to technical issues, we have not been able to make these two work together, even though each one works apart from the other. Considering our requirements, we have not been able to provide the possibility of deleting an account or to recover a forgotten password. We could not provide the video game-like aspect we wanted to implement due to a lack of time. To make this project evolve, we can make available all the content we could not implement, or implement new functionalities, such as the possibility to connect with friends and compare the performances, or to have a global scoreboard with the top users. The main purpose of this web app is to keep the user motivated as well as entertained, so we can keep digging in this part of the subject by adding events and competitions. Thanks to this project, we have learned new coding languages like React.js or PHP. We have learned new skills while using them in a project, and we have taken our agile skills to a new level with the co-working on a single project with other persons.